the realest gang, I'm back with another video, and in today's video I have another word for y'all, and today's word is they are trying to take what rightly belongs to you. And the way that I got this was through a dream, and if I shall, I'm gonna read it from my laptop because this is where I typed it. So I had a dream of a man showing up to my door knocking. As I ran to the door trying to see who it was, my dog comes behind me. I open the door and my dog kind of gets out trying to greet the man and jumping on him with excitement. This man was pretty tall, had a beard, and was wearing a blue buckle up jacket with some jeans. And for some odd reason, I thought my dog knew him. But my dog is one of the most unproblematic dogs ever. I don't know how he barely barks. But yes, he is a very friendly dog and loves everyone. But the man was just next to the door looking down and so serious as I'm trying to get my dog back inside my apartment. He was like, "That is my dog." I looked up at him confused as I'm trying to grab my dog to get him inside the apartment. And I said, "Huh? What do you mean?" And he said, "That is my dog." Just staring. And I said, "What do you mean?" And he said, "That is my dog." I started getting mad, and in a heavy tone, I told him, No, this is my dog. We went all the way to Pennsylvania to get him. Yeah, I have proof, and yes, I have papers to prove it. And then he tried to do but I paused him, and I told him, while I was on my rant and proving my point, I go on to say, call the cops if you want to, because I have proof. And he just kept this serious look on his face. It was dead, no expression. He looked defeated, like he had nothing to say after my rant. That's all I seen in my dream. So this dream is very significant because it just outlines what we're going through within the spiritual realm of our blessings. So like I was saying before in my video, there's something different. There's a shift within the atmosphere, within the spirit. Like we could all feel this. Like we could all feel something new coming in. Like we have passed over somewhere. Like we have made it to our promised land. Like we have obtained our blessing in that sense. You get what I'm saying? And right now, the devil is really fighting us. He is really trying to take what is rightfully ours. Of course, some of us don't have the things that we know that God is going to give us and that he has promised us, but we feel it. We feel it. We know that God is speaking. We have had confirmations and words and things of that nature within reading our Bibles, watching videos, words and things of that nature. We have been speaking to God wholeheartedly and a lot. And right now, it is very important for us to seek God in this time right now, because the devil knows that right now is our time. He can feel the shift too. He's not dumb. He has been on this earth roaming around doing the same thing, the same tactics for many years. He's not dumb. He knows when God is about to bless his children. So he's going out here sending people, sending things to distract us, to make us feel like, what we're hearing is not the truth. What we're feeling is not the truth. What we're going through is not the truth. Things of that nature. He's just making us feel like we're crazy in that sense, and we have to battle this, y'all. We have to fight this, and it's really a spiritual battle. It's really going down. Like this dream really signifies a lot. So I'm gonna break it down, right? So the man was like, "This is my dog." He just came out of nowhere, knocking on my door in the dream, and he's like, "This is my dog," and I just look at him like, Like, are you serious? Like, no, this is not your dog, sweetheart. I don't know who you talking to, or if you got the wrong person, you know, that's how I was feeling. Because I said, huh? Like, I literally said that in my dream. And the man was just looking so serious, so deadly. Like, he was serious about it too. He was really that delusional to think that that was his dog or something. So I'm just over here like hearing him out and things of that nature. Well, not really hearing him out because he didn't say much, because I declared over him, like, I have proof, I have this, I have, like, call the cops, go ahead, do what you gotta do. And that's how we have to be in this season right now. We have to pick up our swords, guys. We have to be seeking God right now. We have to be in the word, things of that nature, because he is on attack mode. He is not playing, but we should not be playing either. Okay, y'all? And I'm being passionate about this right now because it gets me mad, because it's like, dang, you can't even have a blessing like the world has it. When the world gets a blessing, they just be floating on air and things of that nature. But we got to fight in the spirit. And not only in the spirit, in the physical as well. Because, you know, people will go against you and will talk down on you and things of that nature. And I was just reading Psalms today, and how, you know, people went against David. And he knew that they weren't in the right state of mind, but he kept seeking God. He kept praying and telling God his issues and his problems with his enemies. And that's what we have to do, whether we have enemies, whether we have things or people or distractions coming against us. We have to go wholeheartedly and seek God for his peace and tranquility and all of that, because without that, we're not going to be able to pass this. We really need that spiritual sword. We really need that spiritual, those spiritual eyes, that spiritual mind going on right now, because it's really something that the devil wants to take from us. But he has no authority to take it from us if we fight against it. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing over here. I'm claiming to this man, like, no, that's not your dog. Like, no, you know, I have the proof, I have the papers with the vet, and when I went to go get him, and even pictures, I was going to show him, literally taking out my phone to show him. And that's when I told him, you could call the police, you could do whatever you want. And that's when he looked at me, and he was just like so serious and defeated. And that's what's going to happen if you keep pressing on, if you keep going and reading your Bible and things of that nature, because that is what the enemy fears, is when you go seek God, when you go read the Bible, because that is your spiritual food to fill you with faith, to fill you with peace, to fill you with tranquility and things of that nature, to know that God is here and he is living and he is going to do what he said he was going to do. He is not a man that he shall lie. And I'm so passionate about this, because we really have to be fighting, y'all. We really have to be doing what we have to do in the spirit, because it's getting real. It's getting real. And if we want to see those blessings, you know, come into fruition, then we have to do our part as well. We have to pick up our sword. We can't just be down. We can't just be sad. We can't just be defeated. We have to declare, like, no, it's already mine. What's mine is mine. Like God said is mine. Like, we have to fight against these thoughts, these fears, these anxieties that the devil and his minions are putting in us. And I know it's easier said than done, because, you know, he's been battling against us for real, for real. He's been giving us doubts. He's been sending people our way to tell us, no, you haven't been hearing the right thing. He has been doing all of this steadily. So we have to steadily be in that word. We have to steadily be praying and seeking God, like I'm saying, because it's a real battle out here, y'all. And another thing I wanted to say is that right here I said, you know, he was defeated. You know, the man was defeated in my dream. My dog represented the blessing in the dream, and the man represented the demons or the devil, and I represented myself, of course. So with that being said, I'm just over here like telling this man, me fighting against this man, aka the devil, in the dream over the blessing, aka my dog. I'm declaring and telling him like, no, this is my dog, this, that, and the third. And, you know, he just looked defeated, like he couldn't do anything after that. Like he hated me or something. I didn't even know the man. Like he was just looking at me straight up, like, just like this. Just like, kind of like, so you really gonna fight against this? Like you really gonna say all of this? You really gonna, you know, like I'm saying, fight against it? And that's basically how the devil is looking at you if you do go against it. And right now, like I'm saying, we have to fight. The enemy is not just gonna want us to have things smoothly. He's gonna battle us because of the things that God is blessing us with. And you might be like, well, why is God allowing it? Because that will strengthen you into knowing that you do have more power than the devil wants you to think that you have. Because sometimes we could feel like sad and things of that nature. We could feel defeated, but we got to stand back up. We cannot be in that place where we're just defeated. We have to keep going. What are we? We're not, what's it called? We're not mannequins. We're not robots. We have to keep going, y'all. And I know it's easier said than done, but we have to keep going. This is real. And it's all manifesting. Keep pressing on. Because I know a lot of us want to give up. I know that a lot of us want to throw in the towel and just be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to do this on my terms. I'm going to do this in within my comfort zone and whatever I feel comfortable with. But God is saying right now is the time. Stop waiting till later. Stop waiting till the next month or whatever. Now is the time, because if you miss out on that blessing, that's going to be on you. That's going to be on you. And the thing is, you never really know until you try. And yes, you probably may have failed so many times. But what does he say? A man that falls 7 times a righteous man that falls 7 times shall rise up again. And again, and again, and again. Because see, one thing about the righteous is that the righteous person has hope and faith that one day they'll see that blessing. But if you don't have that faith, if you don't keep going, if you're staying stagnant in a place of safety, of fear, what makes you think you're gonna progress like that? What really makes you think that you're gonna elevate in that sense? And see, a lot of people say poverty is a mindset. I believe that. And I believe that because if you want to stay stagnant with a person or a thing, then you gonna do that and you gonna stay in poverty. And that person ain't gonna help you. I seen it firsthand. I seen a lot of things firsthand that just made me be like, I never want to be like that. I never want to do that. I want to elevate. I want to do better for not only myself, but the next generations that are coming. Understand that. This is for your next generation as well. You're fighting for your next generation as well. Do y'all not think about your future kids or your kids or, your grandkids and things of that nature? And how beautiful of a thing that you can create by just taking up the bait and fighting the good fight? And like I said, I know it's easier said than done. But somebody's got to do it. Oh, Lord Jesus. I said it. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody has to do it. And that somebody is you. And that time is now. One thing about God's timing is that if it is not the time, he will not put it in your heart. Well, he might, but it might just be a thought. You get what I'm saying? But when it's the time, he'll give you a desire to fulfill something in that sense. Like you feel this fire of desire in your heart to do something. You get what I'm saying? Because if that wasn't the case, then I would just be here sitting on my behind doing nothing, waiting for the government or whoever to be like, oh, I'm gonna. But no, I have to do this on my own. Who taught me how to edit? Nobody. Who taught me how to, do my hair? Nobody. Who taught me how to dress? Nobody. So now I have to put in forth that effort and do it myself and keep going. Not only do it with myself, of course, I give the credit to God and things of that nature, but I do it myself in that sense. Like, I never really ask for help because I just feel like everyone's going to be like making excuses and things of that nature. So I'm just like, you know what? I have to get it on my own. I have to be my own boss, things of that nature. And not to say I want to be an independent woman, but when you don't have the people or the resources, you just got to do what you got to do. And not in a negative way. Don't go out here selling your body. OnlyFans is kind of too much. Like, there's other jobs here. I understand you don't want to work at McDonald's and things of that nature, but don't degrade yourself. Like, don't be posting booty pics and like for attention and things of that nature. Post your face. Your face card is what really matters. I'll tell you that because, yeah. But anyways, y'all really have to put in forth the effort. You can't just sit and be lazy and expect things to happen without you putting the hard work in. Yes, you have done the work, but now you have to just push a little bit more. Push a little bit more. Push yourself to, the thing that God is going to bless you with. Push yourself to your best potential because, it's in you. It's in you. You just have to keep pushing until you get there. You're not going to get there quick, but you're going to get there eventually. And it might not be in your early 20s. It might not be in your late 20s. It might not even be in your early 30s or none of that. But you'll get there when the time is right because, like I'm saying, God's timing is always right. And we have to see that. We have to know that. And we also have to feel it. And I know y'all have felt it right now. Y'all are feeling it. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be watching this. But I'm saying something. And I just want y'all to know that y'all are not the only ones going through this. You got to keep pushing. There's a song by Bob Marley. It says, get up, stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. That's what God is saying right now. Don't give up this fight because it has just begun. For a lot of us, it has just begun. This is just the beginning. And that's really all I have to say. So like I always say, read your Bible, spend time with God because us people were just here with a word and whatever the case may be. And like I always say, be real, stay real, because once you are the realist, you cannot go back to the lies. So I'm going to catch y'all until next time.